If you read the title, you're probably clicking on the video with one of two mindsets. One, you're pissed off and you're extremely angry that I would dare even put that in the title. Or two, maybe you agree with the title and it's something you've had in the back of your mind. In this video, we're just going to talk about this topic as a whole, talk about both sides of it. What are the reasons that Halo Infinite struggles so much on Twitch? Obviously, that's all speculation, and a little bit about some other games that have also had issues on Twitch. So without any further ado, let's hop right in. Over the past 2 weeks, Halo Infinite has averaged 7,500 viewers on Twitch. Now, obviously, that goes up and down during the day, as most of Halo's fan base and bigger streamers are all based in the NA time zone and tend to stream in the night for North American time zone. So if you go pull it up at any specific time, the viewer number is probably bigger in the evening and a lot lower during the day. But like I said, regardless, over the past 2 weeks, the average viewer base has been 7,500 people. This puts Halo Infinite on Twitch the 48th ranked game. Now, for reference, down around that spot, we have games like World of Tanks, Crypto, the new Rainbow Six game that everyone says sucks, Among Us, Destiny 2, and you can see from this list a variety of other games that are all kind of down that far in the category. Now, as you can see from the charts here, this has also been a downward trend. Now, while the peaks can be a little bit different from day to day, as you can follow from the trend line, it is definitely going down over time, and this 2-week period is actually about 25% worse than the previous 2-week period. And we'll speculate what the reasons for that could be. But before we do, let's talk about some tweets that were put out by a variety of different people. So Courage here tweeted that Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex Legends have over 200,000 combined viewers on Twitch. Valorant and CSGO have 200,000 combined viewers on Twitch, while Halo Infinite, Call of Duty Vanguard, this is specifically the multiplayer portion of Vanguard, the zombies, and the campaign, not including Warzone obviously, and Battlefield 2042 have under 15,000 combined viewers. Now, this tweet was put out at about 10 p.m. January 29th, so that was Saturday night. And so during this time in Halo specifically, there wasn't a whole lot going on, besides maybe some community ran tournaments that had gone late, or obviously just people streaming the game. However, that isn't really an excuse because, like I was pointing out earlier, Halo Infinite in general just hasn't been doing very well on Twitch. Even during the tournament days, which definitely boost the numbers, it still isn't getting fantastic viewership, although that is definitely when it peaks on those Pro Series days, or even a little bit on the Sundays when it's the Open Cups. Now, Courage here says that FPS viewers have moved away from casual respawn arena shooters. Obviously, the first thing there is that Battlefield 2042 isn't really an arena shooter. It's a completely different type of shooter. I don't know what you'd classify Battlefield as, but it's definitely not an arena shooter, but you do technically respawn. However, I kind of have the thought that Battlefield, in terms of a viewer experience, is a little bit closer to a Battle Royale in terms of all the wacky things you can do with vehicles and the grand gameplay with the huge lobbies than it is something like Halo Infinite or Vanguard. However, something that Halo Infinite, Vanguard, and Battlefield all have in common is the fact that the games are struggling. Battlefield 2042 has a extremely low player base at the moment. The game has basically flopped, and from what I understand, it's going to go free to play in an attempt to kind of revive the game. Call of Duty Vanguard, while I'm not huge into the Call of Duty scene, is from my understanding one of the most bland and boring multiplayer Call of Duty titles that they've had in many years, and a bunch of people aren't really happy with the gameplay there. So you have two games there, one that's extremely buggy and launched really bad in Battlefield, and the other game that's just kind of bland and not all that fun, and a lot of people are kind of just getting sick of that with Call of Duty multiplayer. Now, Halo Infinite's problems are different. A lot of people like the core gameplay in Halo Infinite, but obviously there's a variety of bugs and issues, along with just a lack of content in general, and you can easily make the argument that the lack of content is the prime reason that the player base has struggled, similar to the player base in Call of Duty Vanguard and Battlefield 2042. So when your player base struggles, so do the numbers on Twitch. If less people are playing the game and less people are enjoying playing the game, less people are going to want to watch the game in their free time. I mean, that's kind of just common sense. Where you have Valorant, an extremely healthy shooter, CSGO, which has had its ups and downs a little bit, but still very, very healthy, and then Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex, the Battle Royales that have all been killing it for quite some time now. Now, that doesn't take away from Courage's main point, though, that games like Halo Infinite and Vanguard, and not so much Battlefield, aren't enjoyable experiences to watch. And you know what? I don't 100% 100% disagree here. Now, I'm not going to say that Halo Infinite needed a battle royale to do well on Twitch, but I think what it did need to do well on Twitch was gameplay other than 4v4 competitive. 4v4 competitive is good, it's fun to watch for people that are into that, but there's a reason that Fortnite and Warzone and Apex and Valorant and CSGO all have pretty good viewership. Although CSGO is a little bit less, CSGO mostly pops off during events. It's not necessarily the fantastic streaming game that it was in the past, but regardless, he lumped it in with Valorant because it's a similar type of game. Now, the big difference between these games and Halo Infinite or regular standard Call of Duty multiplayer is kind of what you would consider downtime. All the Battle Royale games have downtime in between your engagements, and this allows streamers to kind of flex their personality a bit or interact with chat if they're a little bit smaller, while Valorant and CSGO definitely have the same thing, as you have downtime in between every round, every time you're dead, and you can also, in theory, make flashier plays in all of these games than you can in Halo Infinite. Not so much Call of Duty, because you can definitely make flashy plays in Vanguard, and don't get me wrong, I understand you can make very flashy plays in Halo Infinite, but if you pull up the Twitch category for Halo Infinite on any given night, most of the top streamers, if not all of the top streamers, are playing ranked. And there's nothing wrong with ranked. Ranked is really fun. That's what I mostly play in Halo Infinite. However, when you have all these people playing ranked on the same maps, mostly using the battle rifle with occasional usage of the other guns, there isn't a lot of variation to what you're watching on the screen on a game-to-game basis. Obviously, every player has their little bit of flair that they can do here and there, and if you're watching a pro or a high-skilled player, you can definitely tell you're watching a pro or a high-skilled player, but I think the problem is that over time, it can start to look a little bit repetitive and bland, and it doesn't stay fresh like watching a battle royale does. Watching your favorite streamer get a victory royale in Fortnite might be a little bit more exciting than watching your favorite Halo streamer win another ranked Slayer game 50-35. It doesn't necessarily have the same excitement and kind of build up as a battle royale has, whereas Valorant and CSGO have those huge clutches, they have those pivotal moments in the round where the streamer can make big plays or flex their personality, like I said, and I think some of that stuff can make it a little bit better of a viewing experience. Now, that said, Halo itself is a fun game and a lot of people enjoy it. However, the casual side of Halo Infinite is very lacking. Now, I'm not saying Halo Infinite needed a battle royale to be successful on Twitch, but I think it needed something that was a little bit more casual viewer friendly, had a little bit more flair to it, a little bit more pizzazz than Ranked does, and Halo Infinite just currently doesn't have that. You could say that BTB 2.0 was supposed to be 343's attempt at that, but one, BTB 2.0 has 3 maps and is kind of bland anyways, in my opinion, and it also just hasn't worked for weeks now. Plus, I don't think the big team battle community was really going to carry Halo Infinite on Twitch anyways. We kind of needed something new and fresh, similar to how we had Warzone in Halo 5. Now, I'm not saying Warzone specifically would have been the savior of Halo Infinite on Twitch, but I just mean something new and kind of innovative to Halo that would have brought a lot of eyeballs, a lot of excitement, and would have let streamers have some fun with it and show that to their viewer base. Now, ranked Halo gameplay is always going to be there, and it's going to be the backbone of that hardcore community, but I think if you want a game to do really well on Twitch, you need something that is a little bit more casual and fun to watch and lets people kind of flex their personality a bit, have a little bit more downtime. And don't get me wrong, there are very, very good Halo streamers. We'll talk about that a little bit when we talk about a tweet later, who do a great job streaming Halo, and they are fantastic at what they do in both playing the game and having cool personalities and interacting with chat and just being good streamers. Unfortunately, I think they're just let down by Halo Infinite as a game. Like I said, I don't think Ranked itself is a fantastic viewing experience for everyone. It is something that some people really, really enjoy, but it's not for your average viewer in my opinion. Regardless though, I think even at that, the problem is that they're playing the same thing over and over and over. We don't have enough maps, we don't have enough game modes, we even only have one ranked playlist. Imagine if we at least had more ranked playlists so you could go watch a ranked BTB player, a ranked free-for-all player. You could watch your favorite streamer maybe do a stream where he pops off, hits the top rank in ranked free-for-all, and then next stream, instead of doing the same thing all over again, maybe he plays ranked doubles with one of his buddies or something like that. At least that would provide some kind of mix-up for the viewer experience while still kind of keeping it in the wheelhouse of ranked Halo. I still think we need that innovative, cool, a little bit more casual game mode that would not only help the player base of the game, but could also help the viewer base of the game. So that's kind of my opinion on Halo Infinite as a streaming game on Twitch. I think for the same reasons that we have issues with the player base currently, a lot of those issues also transfer to why the game struggles on Twitch. A lot of people are just tired of what we have in Halo Infinite, and if they're not going to want to play the game on a daily basis or a weekly basis, they're probably not going to want to watch their favorite streamer also do the same thing over and over and over. They want something that's fresh and fun to play and watch, and that'll keep people more engaged. So hopefully, as we get more content here in Season 2 or whenever the more content comes, it'll bring more people back to the game and hopefully help streamers that are busting their asses trying to make Halo popular on Twitch get a little boost in their numbers, and hopefully it'll help Halo out over on Twitch. Now that said, we also have to talk about some other tweets from our good old buddy Moses FPS. So similar to Courage, he kind of tacked on and said that Halo Infinite has zero chance of being a significant category on Twitch without a battle royale. Tastes have changed, it's not 2007 anymore. I already talked about all that, so we won't go into it too deep, but this isn't the worst tweet in the world. It's just a little bit aggressive, and I don't necessarily agree. I think the problem is that there isn't enough fun content in Halo Infinite, not the fact that there isn't specifically a battle royale. There's been a lot of rumors for different game modes that could be coming in the future of Halo, and if some of those do end up coming out, I do think some of those will pull some cool viewership and bring some players back to the game. And last but not least, now this tweet was pretty stupid and it has since been deleted by him, but Moses FPS tweeted, Halo would do better viewership wise if 99.9% of the people who stream this game weren't boring, emotionless robots. The only streamer I've seen who's a little bit interesting is Faker, and he's just a douche for the sake of being a douche. So this is just a A+ tweet by Moses where he just attacks a bunch of streamers who are trying to play a game they enjoy in a struggling field and probably aren't pulling the numbers they deserve or could pull if they played other games. Halo has a lot of good personalities and a lot of people that are very good at what they do. I just think they're held back by the game. You can see this in many cases where people leave Halo both on the pro side and the content creator side and do way better once they leave Halo as a whole. That's because a lot of other games do better on the internet, both on YouTube and on Twitch, and once these Halo personalities that have good personalities and are good at what they do branch out, there have definitely been many cases where those people have kind of blown up and have become a lot bigger than they would have ever been had they stayed in Halo. So in my opinion, the solution here isn't that Halo needs people who aren't robots, it just needs better content for the streamers to play and more exciting content for the streamers to play. Only being able to stream basically ranked arena or casual to your viewer base over and over and over is only going to do so much. And while these events help a little bit in terms of variety, they aren't nearly enough to kind of bring enough excitement back to really throw a wrench in things. As for his last point, that's just kind of a dumb point. I won't even get into that. Faker is a streamer in Halo, and you can kind of check him out for yourself and get your own opinion there. That's going to kind of do it on these tweets. All we want to talk about last is that obviously we had the trailer for the new Halo TV show come out, and overall I think the trailer looks pretty cool. Cortana looks a little bit weird. I don't know why. It's probably something that will have to grow on people. She definitely is very jarring for longtime Halo fans, but other than that, it's kind of cool. The TV show has been trending on Twitter, so that's a good sign. There's still interest in Halo, and with the TV show, we actually have another opportunity for Halo Infinite to be successful. If this TV show ends up being successful outside of the video game, it could actually push a lot of people back into the Halo franchise as they watch the show, and then they want to go play the video game that the show is based around. And you might think that would only make them want to play the campaign, but I would disagree. As they kind of open up the game, they're probably going to check out multiplayer, and if 343 can get the content in there, can get the fixes into Halo Infinite, I do think we have some good opportunities in the future for Halo Infinite's population and player base to kind of have a resurgence. Will it happen? I don't know, but I'm hoping for the best because I don't want this game to die. I get a ton of messages on Twitter that say I'm too negative and I'm too critical of Halo, and it's not because I hate the franchise, guys. I play this game all the time and I just want to see it be successful. I want Halo to live up to its potential, and currently it is not. Regardless of what you think about Halo Infinite, it is not living up to its potential, and that's what I want from Halo Infinite and from 343. So we're gonna hope for the best. I'm excited to see the TV show. I think there's a good chance the TV show pushes people to play the game. Hopefully the game is ready and can intrigue them to keep playing. Hopefully we get some new game modes, some new content, some new really cool stuff that will help YouTubers and streamers alike make good content for their viewers. More viewers will watch it, everyone will be happy. We can stop reading stupid tweets about how the only reason Halo Infinite failed is because it doesn't have a battle royale. And that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you you did, you know what to do. Follow me over on Twitch. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Other than that, you can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. And also check out Advanced GG and use my code RASH on their website. You can get 10% off, and they support me, and that's pretty cool. With that said, I'll see you all next time.